with our warm-up. Bring your feet nice and wide and make sure, as always, that you're really sinking back in your heels. This is super important. So as you hinge to the right, you're going to really send your hips back, drive that weight down through that right heel, and then reach the right arm up. Really brace your core here. Really start to wake up your core, and that's also going to support your spine. And come down, switch sides. So send the hips back, really press your weight down through that heel, reach that left arm up. Get nice and strong through the core. And now we're just going to slowly shift back and forth. Good. Okay, straight legs. Come all the way down, hands to the floor or to a piece of low furniture if this is too much of a stretch. Right arm up and down, left arm up and down. Follow your hand with your gaze. One more time each side. And come up. Okay, stay in this wide-legged stance. Toes are turned out. Make sure your knees go in the same position as your toes. We're going to do half sumo, so we're not getting as deep as we can go. Instead, we're really going to focus on engaging all our muscles and waking everything up. So as you come up, really press your weight down through your heels. Squeeze your thighs together. Brace your core and lift your chest. Good. Couple more here. And this next one we're going to hold. Again, we're not getting real deep into the squat. Bring your arms in front of you. Roll your shoulders back and down, thumbs pointed up. And we're going to lift and lower. Good. Okay, thumbs down, same thing. Two more. Okay, come up, bounce it out, or big march, either one. Just making sure we're good and warm before we start. Okay, so today, just like Monday, is total body strength. We are going to superset different muscle groups. So you're going to work a muscle group, and then while that muscle group is resting, you're working another, so that you're really moving the whole time, your heart rate stays up, we get more in a shorter amount of time. It's win-win all the way around. So with that being said, we're going to start with our legs. Grab one heavy weight if you feel warm enough. If your knees are kind of creaky and cold, you may want to start with no weight on this and just see how it feels. Bring your left leg forward, right leg back, and we're going to bring the weight to our chest. So make sure you stay nice and lifted through the chest. We're going to lunge down. Remember, you're trying to drop this back knee down towards the ground. The top half of your body stays perpendicular with the floor. Two more like this, and this next one we're going to hold and pulse. Good, shake it out. Other side. Had to think. Okay, left leg, no, right leg forward. Okay, so again, this back knee is going straight down towards the ground. If you feel tension or pressure And that front knee, it is almost definitely because your foot is not far enough up. So step the foot up a little bit more, really drive that weight down through the heel. This next one we hold at the bottom and pulse. Or jump. Okay, shake it out. You may find that this next exercise you need to go down and weight. If you do, please do, because it can be really strenuous on your shoulders or your neck. Roll your shoulders back and down, feet are hip distance apart. Press the weight straight out and bring it in. Don't let it go above the shoulders. Nice neutral neck. Two more. Okay, back to those lunges. Left leg forward, right leg back. Weight comes through your chest, lift up through your chest, stay nice and tall through the upper half of your body. Lunge down, press up. Both knees bend evenly. That front knee doesn't shoot out past the toes. And hold at the bottom, pulse. Shake it out. Other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Weight at your chest. So if you almost envision that you're leading with that back knee, just the main thing you want to be aware of is don't tilt the pelvis. Sometimes we tend to lead a little too much with the back knee, but just instead bend those knees evenly. This next one, hold and pulse. Good, shake it out. Okay, one more set of the standing presses. Shoulders back and down, chest up, neck neutral. Press out, bring it in. Good, okay. We're going down to the mat for a few minutes. Grab your heavy, well, have both sets of your weights nearby, just in case especially if you tend to struggle with any kind of shoulder stability issues, you may want to have a lighter weight. We're going to go into a chest press in a minute, but we're going to start with a leg and core exercise. So you're going to start by bringing your left ankle to your right knee, and you're going to press up, squeeze at the top, and hold. So if this feels unstable for your lower back, I want you to just go into a regular bridge with both feet down. Otherwise, we're going to switch ankles, press up, and come down. Switch, press up, come down. So when you press up, you really want to drive your weight down through that heel that's on the ground. Squeeze your behind. See if you can get your hips just a little higher each time. That leg that's propped on top, try and push that knee away. Okay, so both feet come flat on the ground. We're going to do something next called London bridges. So what you're going to do with this, you're going to slowly press all the way up. You're going to come halfway down, press up, and come all the way down. Press up, come halfway down, up, all the way down. Up, halfway down, up, all the way down. Keep going. 2 more like this. Now we're going to put those two together. Left ankle comes to the right knee, press up, lower down. Left foot comes down, press all the way up, halfway down, up and down. Right ankle comes to the left knee, press up and down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, and all the way down. Left ankle, up, lower down, all the way up, all halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. Right ankle. So if this is either uncomfortable or unstable for your lower back, then just do regular bridges the whole time, or just do the London bridges. If it's too confusing and you spend all your time trying to figure out how to do it, then just do bridges. One more time each side. And right ankle, press up and down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. Stretch it out for a second and grab your weights. So again, if you feel like you can challenge yourself, heavier weights. If it feels like too much, just go with lighter weights, focus on form, really focus on that contraction. You're still gonna get so much out of it. So we're gonna start with just regular chest press. So arms are at 90 degrees. The dumbbells are in line with the midline of the chest. Press up, tiny little bend in the arms at the top, lightly tap the weights together. Lightly tap your arms to the mat, go right back up. Neck is neutral, shoulder blades are pulled back and down. Okay, this next one, we're gonna hover right above the ground and pulse. Good. Take one weight down and grab your other weight. We're gonna go into something called skull crushers. I think we've done this before, and I've probably given the warning. These are called skull crushers for a reason. Hold on to your weight. Don't do your maximum ability here. You don't wanna bonk yourself in the head with your weight. So hold one weight straight up, elbows pointed down towards your knees, and drop, slowly, controlling, drop that weight down towards your head, extend back up. So the top half of your arm should be perpendicular with the floor here. Your shoulders should be in a very neutral position. You should feel almost nothing in your shoulders and nothing in your neck. 2 more. And weight comes down. Okay, back to legs. Left ankle on the right knee, press up and lower down. Right ankle, press up, lower down. Keep going. We've got 3 more each side. And last one each side. And London bridges. Press all the way up, halfway down, all the way up and down. Up, halfway down, up and down. Brace your core as you do these. all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. 3 more like this. And left ankle to the right knee, press up, come down, London Bridge. Right ankle, press up, London Bridge. Two more each side. One more each side. You should be feeling this by now. So you shouldn't feel instability in the lower back. You should definitely feel those muscles in the lower back working. Last time. And stretch it out. Grab those weights. Do not reach to the side and grab the weights. Sit up. Grab the weights, brace your core, and come down. Okay, elbows in line with the midline of the chest, arms at 90 degrees. Press up, tiny bend in the arms at the top as you lightly bring the weights together. Lightly tap the mat, let the arms go right back up. Relax the neck, keep the scapula, the shoulder blades pulled back and down here. They should be in a nice stable position. Hover over the mat and pulse. And take one weight down, skull crushers. Grab onto that weight nice and firmly. Arms are perpendicular with the floor, straight up in the air. Elbows point towards the knees. Bring that weight straight back towards your head, go right back up. Last one. And bring that weight down. Come into tabletop. So we are going to start by coming up into a plank. And you may want to stay right here throughout this whole exercise. And you can get a lot out of it. Just press the chest forward. Make sure the hips are just very slightly lifted. You're going to get a lot out of it. Otherwise, you're going to drop down on the right arm, left arm, and open up to the right side. Then you're going to press up on the right arm, come up on the left arm, and then down on the left arm, down on the right arm, open up to the left. You can also do this on your knees. One more time each side. And then we're going to pop back up into our plank and hold. And come down, stretch it out for a second. Okay, grab your heavy weights. We're going to stay right here for tabletop rows. So here we are really focused on the back. So in tabletop rows, you're taking most of the work out of your core so that you can really focus on rows. So you can really slow them down and focus on the movement in the back. So as you draw that elbow up, keep the shoulder rolled back and down. Really slow down the movement, squeeze the back at the top, and very slowly lower down. And the other side. So we're keeping this nice and slow. It's more time under pressure. We're going to get a lot more out of it that way. So if this starts to feel like too much, especially if you can't stabilize your shoulder, drop to a lighter weight. Keep going. Okay, so the next time we draw the right arm up, we're going to pulse that elbow. Keep the elbow pulled in, keep the shoulder back and down. Slow pulses. 2 more. And down. Other side. I'm going to turn this way to make sure you guys can see me. Draw that left arm in. Slow pulses. Notice my shoulder is pulled back and down. My elbow is in towards the midline of my body. It's not flared. 2 more. Good. Waist to the side. Stretch it out. Okay. 1 more set of each, and then we got one little thing at the end, and we're done. Okay, so come up in your plank, and maybe just stay here. And remember, you can always come down on your knees, too. Otherwise, drop down the right, down on the left. Open that right arm up. Then press up on the right, up on the left. Then down on the left, open to the left. One more time each side. Press it up, hold, lift up through your chest, squeeze everything, and come down. Whew. Okay, one more set of slow rows. Tabletop position. So even though we're in tabletop, still make sure you're really solid in your core. You're still supporting your spine. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Draw that elbow in close to the body. Slowly lower. Two more each side. Slow and controlled. This next one, pulse at the top. Keep that shoulder pulled back and down, elbow pulled in. Other side, pull it up, pulse. And set the weights to the side. Grab a drink of water, do what you have to do. We got one more exercise and we stretch. Okay. I think everybody's seen this by now. It's my new favorite core exercise at the moment. So, that being said, you can always do regular bicycles, hands behind your head, knees bent. Alternate sides, you can bring your hands under your hips and just extend your legs out. You can even rest your head down. Just find that point where you're challenged but not compromised. Otherwise, if you want to take it up a notch, bring your hands to the back of your head. Lift your shoulders and your head off the ground. You're going to extend your right leg out. Right elbow touches left knee. Keep your legs the way they are. And then left elbow touches left knee. Right elbow touches left knee. And switch legs. Opposite elbow, left to right. And then right elbow to right knee. Left elbow to right knee. And switch. So each time we're rotating, rotating, switch, rotate, rotate, switch. This is a nice little burnout. We're just doing one set, so give it all you got. One more round each side. Good job. Stretch your arms and your legs long. And flip over on your belly. So we're going to start by just kind of pressing our hands up. Kind of walk them under you a little bit if you can, but keep your shoulders pulled back and down. We're just trying to get a nice stretch on the front of the body and in that lower back. Now, if you lift up through the chest and kind of squeeze your behind, that's going to help support your lower back. And then lower down to just a little, what's called Sphinx in yoga. Elbows under the shoulders, press up through your chest. Turn, look towards the right foot. And turn, look towards the left foot. And then let's come up to tape, oh, no, sorry, forgot one. Stay on your belly. Right leg to, or right arm to 90 degrees. Left arm presses to the mat beside your body. Bend your left leg, lift it up. Press into the mat with that left hand to drop your left leg over towards the right. You should feel a good stretch in your left hip and or your right shoulder. And very slowly come out of it, other side. Left arm comes to 90 degree, right hand pushes into the mat, bend the right leg, lift up, press in with the right hand to drop over. Slowly unwind. Now come up in the tabletop. Take that right hand, thread it under the left arm, drop down on the right shoulder. See if you can shoot those hips back a little bit. And slowly come up. Other side, left arm under the right arm, drop down on the shoulder, send the hips back. And slowly come up. Step the right foot forward. Left hand stays on the ground. Take the right hand and bring the top of the hand to the lower back, press into the lower back to twist. And then just kind of hinge forward, bend a little deeper into that right knee to open up that left hip. And you can kind of rotate your hips to face the mat. That's going to open your left hip flexor a little bit more. If this right knee feels like it's too bent, if the right foot is behind it, step that right foot forward. And slowly come out of it, other side. Left foot steps forward, right hand flat on the mat, left hand against the lower back, press into the left hand to twist, and then see if you can hinge forward a little bit more and rotate those hips down towards the mat to open up that right hip flexor. And slowly come out of it. Come to a wide leg standing position. Soft bend in the knees. Press to the outsides of the feet and hinge forward. to stretch the backs of the legs. And walk the feet together. Let's finish with a nice neck stretch. Walk the right hand down the side of the thigh. Drop the head over to the left. Slowly come center. Other side, walk the left hand down the thigh. Drop the head to the right. And come center, roll out the shoulders, turn the head slowly back and forth. You guys did great. Don't forget, we have strength again on Monday, obviously. Don't forget that I am streaming the 10 a.m. yoga class on Tuesdays. So that's another way to get in a good longer workout. And it's another way to kind of feel a little bit a part of things until you're ready to come back into the studio. Hopefully, we're going to get word in the next couple of weeks that we can really start to open up. I hope you guys have a